I'm determined to catch a fish. Dean's gonna make me catch one.
With my years of experience as a fishing person.
As a fisherman, we're not going home until I've caught a fish. I think I've done over 17 hours of fishing.
We would starve to death in the wild.
Out of all of those 17 hours of total fishing time, the 2 minutes that I walked away from my rod to get a chair from my van, Dean caught my first fish on my rod. He took a photo for me. Today's the day. Well, if today's not the day, tomorrow's the day. Because we're staying out and we're going to do some fishing tonight and then some fishing in the morning.
Yes, that's fish. Ding.
Yes, not fished.
Not fisting.
We might be doing some stealth camping as well because we're staying out as long as we can until we catch a fish. That's the deal. I've had a look at this beach. Dean?
Yeah?
I have had a look at this beach.
Yeah, and what's your verdict today?
I am going to catch a fish at this beach right now.
Good.
That's what's happening next.
Yeah, well,
That's all there is to it.
hello.
We ready? This is where the magic's about to happen. Yeah. Where are we gonna go? Right in front or to the left? That hole there? Whereabouts? Straight in front? I'm gonna go to the left here, this little section here. All right, I'm gonna use a surf rig. This is what Dean taught me to use. I gotta figure this out. I really do not know what I'm doing when it comes to this. I never caught a fish before, but hopefully with my cheap little rod, I will do exactly that. I can practically taste it right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these little clip things so that I can change rigs really easily, because I think that's my problem is I've always done the same thing rather than adapting and trying different things. Should have done this when it wasn't so windy. It's alright, I can do it. I can do it. I can tie a knot. Then it's as simple as putting this thing on this thing here. Oh god, that's not going to be very strong. Oh, we'll see how we go. A medium hook. This one. I don't know what size it is. I think they have sizes, but I have no idea what I'm doing, like I said. I need 2 of them. That's the other thing. And then I want a big fat sinker down the bottom. There we go. So I've got 1 hook, 2 hook sinker. Now for the bait. Get some white bait. Just gonna take one of these little guys. They're so cute. Cut this guy a little bit. So I got white bait. Dean is fishing with pippies. Here we go, first cast. Oh, I'm gonna see what happens. What's over there? Looked like it was... That's weird. Yeah, one of mine came off. This might be a good angle for fishing. A good fishing angle. Why am I trying to film myself catching my first fish? I should focus on catching the fish. This is the one. Alright, here we go. It's hard to tell if I'm getting a bite or if it's just a piece of seaweed hitting my line, actually. Oh, no, that's a bite. That's definitely a bite. Okay. Shit. Now I know the difference. I feel like that's seaweed. I think that's that bit of seaweed right there. We're catching a lot of seaweed. That's what's going on. But hopefully, if we move a little bit further down the beach, there'll be less seaweed to be caught. I nearly caught a fish though. I could definitely feel it. And it wasn't seaweed, I promise. It wasn't seaweed, Dean, I promise. I've got a good feeling about this next bump over here. There seems like there's a bit less seaweed over this way. Although, there's a ton right there. There's less on the beach, more in the water, maybe. Well, one bait is gone. I'm just gonna cast this back out with the other piece of bait on it. Screw it, I don't care. I only need one hook, really. Just because I'm too lazy to walk back. And yeah! Alright, here we go. Fishing. Here comes the biggest fish you ever saw. Just you wait and see. I have tried various methods and it seems like there's just too much seaweed here. It's kind of annoying. So we're moving spots. Dean's already gone up. I just had a few bites, so I think it's like the right time now. So hopefully we can find a spot with less to no seaweed as I waddle up the sand. So my last cast had no seaweed pulled in, yep, but it had lots of nibbles, and then I reeled it in and didn't reel any seaweed with it. The bait was gone. Do you think that means they've got little mouths and maybe I've got too big a hook?
Yeah, I don't know how to say. If it's happening a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Nibble, nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Then yes.
Alright.
You know, you're always going to miss one or two. But...
Well, we're gonna have to go to a different spot, and hopefully there'll be less weed of the sea there.
Mine are a bit smaller.
Alright. Well, I could go down, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so we just had another fish. You did.
Ah.
You put a rod in that water over there.
Is that classed as fishing?
I believe so. I believe you need a license to do that. So, there we go. Nothing there, but we're gonna go find the surf beach. Alright, so on the way to the next spot, and I just want to suss out some of the roads around here because we're gonna stay up late fishing if I don't catch anything quick enough. And then we're just gonna have to find somewhere to crash overnight. So I just want to suss out. We've already got one prospective spot, but there may be another prospective spot around this part of the neighborhood because it's kind of quiet. So I don't know this area at all, and I don't know where this road's gonna come out. I don't know if you need four-wheel drive, but Dean and his van is coming along behind me. Yeah, well, there's lots of offshoots, that's for sure. Okay, we'll keep left. We'll see what's down here. I think this might be a beach access spot, actually. So maybe we'll go and suss that out. There's beach access here. So it might be worth having a look at the beach.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Just having a biscuit.
Enjoy your biscuit. I'm gonna go down there and see if it looks like a seaweedy beach. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a walk, but I am determined to catch my first fish. Wow, it's quite a walk. So I definitely know Dean's gonna complain about that. It doesn't look like it's got as much seaweed, but it does have quite a sandbar. So maybe over there or over there. We're gonna have to do some walking. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some walking if we're gonna catch a fish, I think. There is another beach though that we can go to, so I think we should probably check that out first because it might be less walking. This may actually be a prospective overnight stop here though too, so we'll call this sleep spot 2. It's not very seaweedy, but there's a big sandbar. Well, we've found sleep spot 3, but also we're gonna go have a look at the beach. It's a much easier walk than the last one, at least. And it sounds like it's closer to the water. You'd think if you had the foresight to put a sign there, you kind of are expecting large waves, so they're not really unexpected, are they? That's it, this is the beach. This is the one. This is where the magic's gonna happen. I don't see too much seaweed. I see a little bit, but I feel like it's less than the previous spot. And I think if we go over that way, we got a little deep spot. There's gonna be some walking involved. Dean's gonna complain about it. Now, I don't know if I've actually explained why I'm determined to catch my first fish right now. And it's because I've never caught a fish before. I need someone with me to tell me what to do with it once I've caught it. And then once I know what to do with it, once I've caught one, then I can go out on my own. But I don't feel confident to go out on my own fishing because what happens if I accidentally catch a fish? I don't know what to do with it. Oh. Huh.
I'm just, if you look over there, there's some butterflies fishing.
Butt flying? It's time to experience nature.
Okay.
That's only a little one, bigger than the last one.
Bigger than the last one, so they're getting bigger.
Alright.
Yay!
Hand goes down.
Yeah.
That way. That's perfect, clean hook. Look
Yeah.
at that. And then just back to
Oh
that.
man, I think my hooks are too big.
Right further.
Oh no, I think that's the size I've got. Bay trout, Australian salmon. There we go.
Yeah.
And back he goes.
Back you go.
Wasn't me though. At least I know they exist now. Striking at the wrong time, maybe. Maybe I feel like they're eating the bait and then I'm not striking.
There's usually a little taste first, and that's that first little, oh, what's that? And then wait for the next one.
Yeah, okay.
But also, like when you strike, just try and keep the tension on once you've done it. Like, try and do that as you're winding. See
Okay.
if the fish is there, feel the weight of it. If you
Yeah.
don't feel the weight of it, just get the tension slightly back and wait until it might chase it.
Okay. I think I'm just feeding the fish.
Yeah. Enjoy your meal.
Yes, enjoy your meals. You're welcome. Only $9. They just keep coming up empty.
Exciting.
Huh?
A bit exciting.
Is it a bit exciting? I'm going to interview you now.
Hello.
So it's a bit exciting, is it?
Yes.
Have you caught, how many have you caught now? 3?
4.
4.
Mm.
Alright, and I've caught,
They were like, whoa, man.
they were that
big,
little.
That big.
Let's see you catch another one.
Yes.
What if I put like a big piece?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens with a big hook sticking out. Oh, a bit up, but that's all right. I keep feeling trembles on it, but I can't tell whether that's it running along the sand. Oakley dokley, douchely, douchely. We didn't catch... I didn't catch a fish. Dean caught 4 fishes. 4 fishes. I didn't catch a single one. I didn't catch one. We didn't catch a single eating one anyway. So I guess it's pasta vegetariano. The breakfast of losers. Tell me if I should, because I haven't seen many reviews of these things. Tell me, should I review backcountry cuisine one day? And we'll go through all of the flavors and give it a review. Tell me in the comments. I'm not doing it today. I'm too hungry and tired. There's too much going on in this video already. And now I wait 10 to 15 minutes. You tear off the bit and then it's a little bowl, and I don't know if you can see that. Tastes alright. It'll do the job. Okay, it's 5:33 AM. I need to find a toilet. The problem with stealth camping is needing to find a toilet at this time of the morning and not being at a place where there's a toilet, so I gotta go find that before we get started for the day. But yeah, slept pretty well. Slept pretty well. Today's the day, catching a fish. So I just found possibly the worst drop toilet in a 50-kilometer radius to use. At the car park where the toilet was, there were about four other cars that were clearly camping the night there. So I guess people just aren't really trying to hide when they are free camping. Okay, I'm catching a fish now. It's day 2 of I'm not leaving, I'm not going home until I've caught a fish. The beach is beautiful this morning, and I think I'm gonna catch one. Here we go. Dean's gonna be down in a minute, or as soon as he can, he said. his son's just having a sleep still. So I thought I'm gonna come down here, and if I accidentally catch a fish, I have to put it in the bucket with water and then call Dean, because I don't know what to do with it. They just keep taking my bait, so I've tried one of these. They've got like fish thing stuff on it. I did notice this massive jellyfish though. Have a look at this. That's huge. Just to give you an idea of how big that is. I think that it's just seaweed. I'm gonna go back up to the van and have a coffee. It might also be the bait that I'm using. Like, I don't feel like the bait's staying on the hook very easily, and also maybe they're just not interested in white bait. Maybe the pippies that Dean's been fishing with is the way to go. Evidently fishing in the surf is not working for me, so we're gonna go to the pier, see if we can't catch a fish here. Good spot?
Looks like it.
Yeah. I did catch my first fish.
My
It's a
seventh
toadfish.
fish. My seventh fish.
Your seventh?
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Cheers.
I just tried to be a photo. Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers, fish. Sorry.
Alright, you little disgusting thing. Well, I've caught 2 toadfish now. I guess that counts as catching a fish. I can go home now.
Go in there.
Yeah.
And this is where you need the gloves or something to grip the fish with.
Yeah.
Through there like that. And you always make sure there's little kids watching.
Yeah.
And just scoop all that out. A nice little cavity in there.
Okay.
Put that in there, feed all the fish.
Yeah. Let's see the puffer fish come up.
And I like to get it like super clean, because there's always, see that backbone there?
Oh yeah.
There's like, it holds blood, so you can actually get a really stiff brush, like a nail brush or something, and get that out.
Yeah.
You see. Something like that. Give it a good. Good enough.
Alright. Then what?
And that's your little space for your herbs and stuff.
Is it?
I guess, yeah. You stuff it with something if you want to cook it that way. If you're
And
roasting it.
Does that have what are the? So okay, now you're gonna do
Scale it.
scaling.
So you can
Okay.
use a scaling thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a thing, but I just do that. Look at that. Up.
Did it get you?
Yep.
Oh, I should say, yeah, watch out for flying scales. But yeah, just backwards with a knife.
Yeah.
Having a glove on is a lot better than trying to do this.
You've got gloves there.
They're not grippy gloves. They're just,
Oh, do you want my grippy gloves?
that's all right. I'll manage. And just use your boot. There we go. There's a few there, I think. Just the little ones. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's so slippery. Try and get the kid again.
Yeah. Oh, they come off really easily,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of satisfying.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I just took off half the tail. I'm running out of things to grip. Oh man. I didn't come equipped for catching fish today. I don't think I expected it. Ow.
After yesterday and
Yeah.
this morning. And how bony is that fish, do you reckon?
Well, I mean, same as every other fish really.
Oh, really?
Just
I caught 30 fish today.
the most economical way without wasting. If you try to fillet that, you'll just get one mouthful. But the most economical way is just to keep it whole like that. Maybe score it, put some onion and stuff in it, and whatever you want to flavour it with, and then just fry it. And then when you,
okay.
because all the bones go like that way.
Yeah.
So if you just put your fork in, do they go that way? Whichever way they go. You just put your fork in and just
scrape them
yeah,
off.
and then leave the bones attached to the spine. That's how my wife does it.
That's how your wife does it.
She's Chinese, so
She knows what she's doing.
she's a professional fish eater.
Yeah.
That is ready for the. Does that look delicious? You want to
No.
Do you want to eat it?
look at the teeth on that thing?
All right, and that's it. That's it. That's all we're doing. That's the fishing expedition done. I caught 2 toadfish. He
And
caught
I caught
30 million gazillion trillion toadfish. Yeah, it's at least I caught some fish and got hooks out of mouths and stuff, and then I got to see him clean a fish, which now I think I know what to do. It's not that hard fishing. It's really easy.
Only on average costs you
Hundreds of dollars per year, per expedition, per fish. Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to enjoy our day and get home safely.